All right, so now what we need to do is figure out how to display to the user that they've won, as well as discontinue the ability to continue playing the game, right? So the first thing that we're going to do is display that they've won. And so we have to take this has won value and then put it in our state. And so we're going to say has won, um, which we have this value here. If you remember from the last video, this is a Boolean. We're going to set it in our state. And so in our state up here, which is got all these extra functions. These would normally live like outside of this file, but for the sake of this video, I'm just keeping it all in the app.js. So has won is of course going to be false at the start of the game. And so has won could be set to true, right? And so we're checking this before we actually set our state of marking the box. And so then we can right away say if they've won or not. We also have the current value message. And so the current value is about to be flipped. And so we can say, let's see, we'll call it has won message, which will be null at first. Let's put this up here. Okay, look at that, it was right there the whole time. All right, so has won message, and we're going to use a template literal, and we have our old current value. So we're going to say, I will say player current value. This is using template literals where I can use backticks and then directly pass in the value as opposed to having to do string concatenation. So this would say something like player X or player O has won. All right. And then we can right here under the board have some sort of winning message that says, let's go ahead and get has won message out of there, and has won message. So right now this isn't really going to do us any good. This might break actually. It doesn't break, but you see it's already there, right? It's because we didn't actually conditionally render this. So we need to do two things. The first thing we need to do is only set this message if the player has won, right? And so otherwise we want it to be null. And so we can say has won, set it to that, else null. All right. So now nothing yet. That works. And then if I say, yeah, that works. Cool. So we're already giving feedback now. And then we need to discontinue the game if they have won. And so what we can do is we can say, we can just right here in this handle click, just handle it just right there, right? So we can say has won, and then if, except we cannot say has won because then that conflicts with this. We'll say has won, and then we're going to call this game over. Okay, so we're renaming this variable. This is kind of a way of doing destructuring. So if not game over, then do all of this. That should be all that we need to do to get this working. So let's see. And now I should no longer be able to play. Yeah, nothing else is happening, as you can see. The click event is happening, as you can see over here on the right, but I can't actually render it to the DOM because the game is over. So then, in the next video, we will just figure out how to reset the game. All right, thanks.